So, I'm going to try and make it somewhat educational. But, like, I'm not trying to teach you how to program necessarily, but the ideas behind it. Right, so, connection credentials. Now, yeah, so, somewhat of a lesson. This here is it's called a constructor. So, when you create a class or an object, a thing you want to make. So my class is a bot. In C# and other languages, you have something called a constructor, which is something that is some code that is called when an instance of that object is created. So in my other line of code here, program, when we create a new bot object, because in theory, I could have this code set up to make multiple iterations of the same bot. And then I could actually have that on a server, and it could actually host lots of different channels. But when you do this here, this line of code, in fact, you know what? Make it bigger for you guys. Then it will basically do that. Apparently, it will call this function, and whatever is inside. So for the API, you need to have some credentials, like a login to a website. I need to basically prove that I belong to be here. Deserve to be here? That's a weird thing to say. Actually, no. You know what? Better yet. Okay. This is what we're gonna do. So we are gonna pass information to the constructor. Through. My keyboard's breaking, guys. It does that. We'll pass it through the constructor. So when this is called on here, this information will be passed along. So the program is going to complain now. But before we deal with that complaint, let's go to the design. So that was quite good. I like those. So what we want, start with basic button. Apparently doesn't want to show me its setting. I just want to properties of the button. We'll name that to startbot. Oh, I can spell startbot. Should have a variable name, which is down here. I still didn't spell that right. Startbot button. Starbot 64. I'm an idiot. Now, if we click on that, it's now created in the form1.cs file, which is the file relating to this window that will be sort of the program. The functions here. So then in here we could have actually something like so the variable there. Delete that. Bot. And we'll create a new instance within here. But I need the variables from an input field, which I still can't find. It's usually like text. Am I being dumb? Text box. There we go. So ignore the horrific design at the moment. I really don't intend for this to be that pretty. But we will put a label so at least I know what to look at. Properties of that label. It's going to say token. There. And then we'll call that access token. Not that I should ever need to access that label, but it's good to have good naming conventions from the start. And then that is going to be access token input. Input. Now what I could do, possibly, I don't know if this has it, but I might have password character. Something like visible. No, I think that's whether I can see it or not. Maybe it is password character. But I can hide it, so I put the access token in there and you can't see it, basically. Kind of hard to read the text. Yeah, what I'll do... Gonna look a little bit blurry, but that should be better. How's that? Is that better for you guys? Might look a bit blurry. That does seem like you can read it better, at least. Right, so... Fuck. Readable text, lovely. Yeah, I'd zoom this in, but it just doesn't seem to let you. Okay, so... Indicates if the text in the edit control should appear as the default password character. I think that's... If I set that to true, and the password character is like that. Let me just quickly test run this. It's probably going to crash. Yeah. So I've got an error, haven't I? Let's just... run that out, and I just want to test if we just type something into this. There we go. That does work. I just want to see, though. If I just delete that. Try again. Yeah, I don't need to add the star. So, we got an access token input. We just copy both of these. Click above. Then I can apparently do that. It's not what I want to do. Just wanted to edit that label. Whoa. Uh-oh. I broke it by deleting that event. Then we're going to have what username. Wait, no. It's going to be bot user label. And the text is going to say bot username. I think we can get a little automatic announcement whenever someone overtakes someone in the bits leaderboard. Definitely, I'll add that to the list. So definitely, I think you can do it. So, I'm going to call this bot username input. Now, in theory, when I hit start bot, we should have access to type input. I don't think it's actually going to be here. It's in the design. We go to form1designer.cs. Class form1. If rename it. I don't want to rename it manually. Within main window.cs. Yes, I would please. Then I should have. No? See, this is part I'm going to be learning. Main window is there. Huh. Maybe I just need to make these public variable. It's been a while since I programmed in WPF. Right. Double click on that. It is there, but it's still calling it input 1 stuff, which is not helpful. Go to... They're all renamed there. This first one is definitely going to be very janky. I just need to test. the age-old test do input. See, it doesn't seem to know where it is. Oh no, there it is. Dot. Cool. Right. So we just test. There's gonna be a lot of weird testing like this, and we're testing access token. Test me. Start bot. So we have got the information there. Access token input is test me. Alright, it is working. Sweet. So what we're going to do then, bot is equal to new bot. Username input. I'm trying to do that. Input.text and access token input.text. So now, when do this now, I can say bot. Oh, that's password protected. We can change that, and then just type some random gibberish. When we get there, the input is random gibberish, and the username is bot. Sweet. That works. I like that. So I can copy text into there fairly easily. We're just going to unpassword protect that. Last bit of testing I want to see. Bot. I can copy into that one. Cool. So if we go to the bot code and back to this library so I can understand it, that's not helpful. So we've also got, right, let's go back to this. So client options. So this is where I can customize some of the settings for the bot. Don't know how in depth this is going to be. I don't know what these things really mean right now. So if we go to client options, it's got a lot of things there. I don't really know what any of those mean. So I think if we just do it as this is set it up, and then when the bot stops performing in ways I'm happy with, then we can change that and look into it. But we don't. There's no point customizing something we don't actually know we need. So WebSocket client. So the custom client. That's just a variable name. It's new socket client. Client options. I don't like the name of custom client. What do we call that? We'll just put it web client. Just somewhat. I mean, custom. Everything's going to be custom when you're programming. Client options. We set that up. Now we're going to make. So with the client, it's going to be a new Twitch client with the web client settings. Now, in case some of you are looking at this code I'm writing and having no idea what it means, I also have no idea really what's going on. I kind of have a vague idea. It's obviously the credentials is my login information, me proving that I should be on here, or giving the right information. Client options is setting up the Twitch client, so customizing settings within there. I think it's going to be like how quickly the bot responds and that kind of stuff. Then the WebSocket client is a connection to the web. So it's using that to connect to Twitch's services, but like I'm still being really vague with that. You say client dot initialize with a Z. Credentials. Oh, it says channel, so I presume it wants my channel ID? Right, so I can initialize credentials, the channel, which could be nothing. Chat command identifier, exclamation mark. Whisper identifier, question mark. Which will be exclamation marks. I don't set. So when it says channel, that's what I need to figure out what it means. Because it could be the channel ID, which I suspect it is. The channel ID is a number, not a string. So maybe it will actually use my text. Let's see if it says. Let's go have a look. Doesn't really say. Which client? Let's see if we can find out. If I just type channel into there. No. Okay. That just goes back. This is going to be a problem we're going to run into. Is understanding their logic. They don't say. That is the username of the bot, which makes sense. Access token, which is a alphanumeric string. I know that. But then channel is just channel. So see if Twitch API will tell us. Twitch client API. Yes, oh my god, green shirt and hat. Terrifying. A crotchless green morph suit. I mean, I could, but what would be the point, guys? If we search in here, just channel. Because this is, see, like, channel ID is... It's a bunch of numbers. Maybe that is what it wants. We'll try it, we'll see what it does. Right, so we're going to need a new thing. String channel ID. It can only go wrong. We copy those. Put this down here. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. And then we'll call this channel ID. Now, why have you done that? Why are you like this? Can I just resize it? You gonna let me resize it? Not really a good resizing tool there. Where are we going? Properties. Just make you a little bit skinnier. In fact, while we're at it, let's make that skinnier. Whoa. That should stay. Nope. Ah, that's fine. That is absolutely fine. Just ignore me. Okay, now it's resized. UX design, guys. Never get into it. It's so fucking boring. So that is also password protected. So... channel ID. It's there. And we need to rename that to be channel ID. Oh god, that looks so bad. Input. Enjoy it nonetheless. Okay, I'll try and explain the kind of throughput. So this whole program is a WPF program. This is what we're making. And that is a Windows process form, maybe. It's basically Windows or Microsoft's kit that allows you to make software with UI. Because usually when you learn to program, you learn how to do it in like console commands. You know, like when you do. It looks kind of like this. And stuff comes up. You type things. Like that. Well, that's coloured now. That's cool. But this has a lot of inbuilt functionality that gives you UI design. I love that command, by the way, because hackers, like shit hackers, will try and scam people by using the tree command on their computer, and they're like, oh, look, all of these programs on your computer, you need the antivirus, give me £200. Anyway, I'm sidetracking. So that gives me a lot of stuff pre-built. And like things like labels and input and stuff like that. So I can create a design here, which then relates to the code. So when I create this, so these inputs, for example, that's a preset bit of stuff that will handle input from the user. So, and there are properties for it. So the only important thing really is the name here, which is I've called bot username input. So in the code, which it relates to on here, it's the same code. The main window class has all the information from here. So when it's running and you type something in there, that information's filled in. Then when that button is pressed, this code here executes using the information in here. And I'm not doing any verification at this point. So if I leave those blank, it will allow me to. Later on, I can validate this and do sensible stuff. But for now, it just passes information. And the information we're passing across is fairly simple stuff. Think of it like a login. So obviously username, you'd have a username when you log in. An access token is kind of like a password, but it doesn't link to a specific username. So it's not like, hey, here's my email and here's my password. Let me look at my emails. It's here's my username that's on your system, and here's an access token, which means I can access your system. I don't want to access anything specifically. I want to go onto your website and do things. And now the channel ID is an extra bit that is relating to the specific channel I want to connect to. Obviously, the bot should sit there in my chat, so it should use my channel ID. So we pass all that information along, it should do it. If I just copy the rest of this code in there, and then we'll look at it. So we've got an on log, so whenever there's a log event, it will write a bit of information. Actually, no, we'll just comment that out for now. What I'm going to do on another screen is open a keep notes folder. So the bot is not a great deal of features right. The main thing I wanted it to do, actually links to stream avatars is what we're talking about. So I wanted it to listen to channel point redemption. So on my channel, you can redeem points. In fact, I can show you on my channel. You can see it, but for demonstration purposes, just mute the tab. So on the redemption, we have... Oh, I'm in the way. That's not good, is it? Let's just move it there. I have two stream avatars redemptions. So there's functions within stream avatars, which lets us do a battle royale, and there's also a boss battle. So if I type exclamation mark boss battle, it'll do a boss battle. So I thought it'd be fun. People redeem points, they can say when they want to do it. So you can redeem those. What I want the bot to do is when that is redeemed on stream, also infinite, the bot automatically just executes the function and starts it, rather than me doing it, which is very easy for me to do. I have a Stream Deck. I can click a button and send a Twitch chat message, but automation is like the main part of programming, and I was excited by the idea. So that was the main thing. But I've also come up with some other stuff. Some suggestions from people in chat as well. Actually, shall we say... who requested? So Blunder requested that. This one was me. So I want it... In theory, it should be able to reply... because it can just listen to chat and watch it, read messages, and then reply and stuff, which I thought would be quite fun. Also, how do I comment out? Oh, really simple. So... in Visual Studio, there's two buttons up here. You've got comment out, uncomment. There is key combination, so I can do Control-K, Control-C, or Control-K, Control-U. But literally doing two commands versus pressing a button, I'm going to do that. This, in theory, should connect now. I just need the right information. So, I'm just going to undox myself while I load up sticky notes. Right, we'll just use the basic access token for now. And we'll fill that into there. And a channel ID. We'll auto-fill into there. And now, in theory, I hit start bot. It should do something. It might crash. We'll find out. Let's find out what it does. Where is it? There it is. Start bot. What's it saying? Now, it didn't say there was a fault. It didn't. Oh, someone wants me to do Northern. Alright, love. There we go. Oh, it's blank text. Let's see if I hit it again. It should still work, but it just fucking don't. Every time I use it live on fucking stream, nothing. Alright, so it's just a weird time in a big box. That's fine. Never mind. Laser, just in case you don't know, I got channel points where I do voices, and I made a plugin, not a programming thing. It's it should show the voice I'm trying to do, but my plugin is still a bit janky. It don't quite work, so it's got nothing. That's fine. We're learning. Let's see. Actually, if I go into chat now, users in chat, we have got me. We've got me Mod Rabbit. Got Streamlabs. Oh, Medusa Atlas is in chat. I'm calling people out. Sorry, guys, if you're just lurking. Andy James Adams, another TT viewer, A10, Blunder, Commander Root, Reforgia, Laserfate, Mitchell19, and Shrizbot. So it doesn't show up in chat, but also the code didn't break. Oh, shit. Okay, so it didn't not work. So it didn't break. So let's go back into bot. So I'll start going over some other bits. So this code here looks pretty confusing, I know. Try and explain it. So C# has something very fucking handy. It's called events. So what you used to do in old programs, you didn't have things like events, is you'd have some big overarching thing which manages all the code. And it links things up. So if one thing happens, another thing happens. So if you say, like, you get in a game, for example, say Fortnite, for example, you've got challenges. You it's like, you know, kill someone in, I don't know, Dusty Divot, like the original place. That's fucking old. So the old code, you'd have to have it all mapped together and you'd link it and it look horrible. With events, you can add an event to on a player death or on a player kill. So if you kill someone, then you have like a check mission, and then it can check to see location, see where you are, and then it can go, oh yeah, they killed someone in Dusty Divot. We'll give them a thing for the challenge. This is kind of what this does. So when it says client onlog, there's an event built into the client, which is an onlog event. Now, I'm assuming that's saying if I request something from the website, if I do something like that, there's an event that gets called if it logs information about the success of that event, I assume. I don't know, because it's not totally clear. Now, onlog arguments, I think I need to get some events from there. So anytime there's a log of something, it should write this code. So this will probably actually help. This will probably actually tell me something. So we'll have a look. Alright, let's do the rest of these. So unjoined channel. We'll look at the code while we're doing it. So that event makes more sense. So when the client joins channel, my console will write a line, hey guys, I'm a bot connected via TwitchLib. It'll send a message in chat, hey guys, I'm a bot connected via TwitchLib. Just kind of like, okay, yeah, a little test code there. So if we go another event, on message received. On message received there. So this one looks like it will look out for a bad word. Oh. What I need to do is have it so the view like automatically just like breaks there and starts drawing again. There's a way to do it somewhere. If I just do C# word wrap. There we go. I can do that and it makes it a little bit better for you guys. So if it receives a message and that message contains literally a bad word, then I can time out user. Okay, that's pretty simple. And then on whisper received, so if you message him directly, you message my little botty watty, then if the whisper.username is equal to a particular username, so if I do man for testing purposes, then it'll send whisper back saying, hey, whispers are so cool. Lovely. And then we've got one for new subscriber. So our new subscriber, let's read that. On new subscriber, if the subscription plan is Prime, you can really tell the detail, man. What? How could you not tell between subscription? Is that better for you? It's a bit weird. I don't know why I have to be that specific, but never mind. So if it's a Prime, it says, welcome person to Substers, to the Gears. You just earned my undying love and support. So kind of you to use your Twitch Prime on this channel. Otherwise, it's just a normal sub. Welcome to the Gears. You just earned a free blowy. I'm not going to do that. You just earned my undying love and support. Oh, okay. People keeps doing that. I need to get a new one. When client connects. It's a very basic command. I think that's just to show me is connected to channel. Okay, now let's test with them basic events. Oh god, oh no. Let me just have a look. Connecting to should be connected. Joining channel. God, please stop scrolling. Welcome. Your host is the thing. This server is rather new. You're a maze of twisty passages all alike. See, use twitch.tv/membership. Unaccounted. Please create Twitch lib GitHub issue. Did I connect to the wrong channel? I don't see it in chat. It didn't say anything. I don't think it's actually... Yeah, I don't think that worked. I think my channel ID was different. It's in that console log. Maybe it's just took a while to join. It says finish joining, channel joining queue. Maybe it just keeps it slow. Let's test it. If I put bad word in chat, it should reply. If you don't, you know it's not working. Yeah, it's not working. So it's not broken. It's just not working. How do we work on this then, eh? Let me just have a look on this a bit more. We have a look here. There'll be someone who's used a bot. Someone else's bot on GitHub. We'll have a look and see what they have it set up as. Alright, let's have a look. Config.instance storage credentials Twitch OAuth. They just have that. Channel is a public string on theirs. Channel is equal to config.instance storage.general channel. Okay. Config storage. So they have some stuff like that, and it's in a JSON file. They have a JSON file that you can see is like a... Maybe it actually is just the text name. It might be that, you know. Let's try it. There we go. Hopefully I did that quick enough that no one noticed. Channel ID, never mind. If they did, let's try that. Oh, there we go. Yep, it is a string. He's in chat, guys. Say hello. I'm a bot connected via TwitchLib. Well done, mate. Bad word. Did it try and time me out, but it couldn't. Oh god, that's a lot of information in there. Immediately try and get me banned. Well, it's not modded, so it can't actually do anything like that yet, but that'd be fucking hilarious if it could. Okay. Well, it fucking works. Now, the other thing I could do is I should be able to whisper it. I should be able to whisper it. So we do this. Where is he? Not in chat, cheeky bugger. Right, whisper. Gonna work? Can I whisper directly from Streamlabs? I'm not sure if I can. It's not showing up as user. Bugger. I want to send him a message. I just... Rusty chatbot. Hello. He might not like the fact that he tried to time me out. Yeah, I don't think he liked that at all. Alright, well, we got the basic functionality and it works. This was more success than I could have dreamed. So let's just put in done. Basic. Prototype. Prototype. Success! Fucking done. Now, let's actually go to my functionality. So I want it to listen to channel point redemption. So, what we want to do is we need to use pubsub. So, pubsub. Might have to actually do the using, otherwise Visual Studio is going to try and autocomplete using twitchlib.pubsub. Rusty won't whisper me back. Yeah, so let me just check the whisper. It would only it's only going to reply to someone who the username Rusty the Dalek. and it didn't even reply to me. I think it might have got a bit stuck when it tried to time me out. So, and now it's not running. I've stopped running it, so it's not going to be able to do anything. Yeah, works in progress. Right, so pub sub. Why are you being weird? Ah, right. We're going to have to go check the API for this because PubSub doesn't want to just work. We get a PubSub. So PubSub, I've used before. It's a specific section of Twitch's API that allows you to listen to events in a channel. It's not specifically for bots. It's actually some of the stuff in Twitch's reference documents. They actually talk about having it relate to like analytics and getting data about your channel, but that's not what we're going to do. So what we're going to be doing it for is listening for channel point redemption. And again, this is what I used in a plugin I made to display the current voice I'm attempting, which doesn't work. So great stuff, but it's the same process. So it subscribes to topics on the system. I'll show you. So specifically in this example, it subscribes to a on-stream up and on-stream down topic. So whenever the stream goes up or down, the software would recognize that and can do stuff with it. So if you were designing your own, I imagine Streamlabs probably uses something like this. If it notices the stream goes down, it can then work on getting it back up again. So this is why it wasn't working. Because it's called Twitch PubSub. It's equal to PubSub client. Oh, I'm putting equals. I'm a programmer. I know what I'm doing. So and then within the constructor, we're then gonna just underneath all of this sub function. In fact, we'll clean this up as well. So hash region chat events, and if I do underneath end region, then I can just hide all of that. Then we can have another region pub sub events end region. Why is it not liking that? I haven't touched that. Use Twitch lib. Okay, it's getting confused. So nice and simple, this one. So we say PubSub client is equal to new Twitch PubSub. We want to subscribe to PubSub client.channel. I can't remember what it's called now. I don't think it's commerce. It's like loyalty. Let's put redeemed. On custom reward redeemed. We want to subscribe to a on PubSub channel. We should keep the same naming convention actually. On PubSub custom. I can spell. We'll get there. On custom reward. Oh, that is actually different on there. That's deleted. It's redeemed. Custom on reward redeemed then, sorry. Plus equals that. And it's going to complain and go, that event doesn't exist. So I should be able to just make one using all the right information. So we're just going to pop that in there. Just tidy up the empty lines. Talk me through it. What am I looking at? Oh god. Hard thing to explain off the bat. I'll try. So we just go vague from the start. I have designed a very simple form here, which has my username for my bot, the token access, which is like a sort of password, and then the ID of my channel, which is actually my channel username. So I'm going to update that now, actually. So this will have all of the information relating to the channel. So in theory, if I like what I've done and I make it generic enough, I could put this somewhere so people could use it. Hello, Blunder, welcome back. What's called you Bunder then? Channel. And then we'll let it not like that properly because it doesn't do it. So we'll say false. So this collects all the information from the form. And then when this button is clicked, George, what it does is it creates a new bot, which is a class I've got up here. I don't know why it says it's assigned to but never read. A bit weird. When you click that button, it passes the information from the form. So the username input, the access token input, and then the... we should rename that to channel name input. That one. And then we'll do channel name input. So it brings all that information into this code here. If we ignore this for a second, we have within this code, which is basically, this code is called whenever a new bot is created. So if I wanted to, it'd be giga strong maneuvers. I could have lots of instances of the same bot. I could set this up so I can do that. But for now, it's just going to be one bot. So within that, we create some credentials using the name and the access token. And then we choose some options for the client. Now, I don't really know what this is. I just use the default settings. As I need particular features and functions, I'll edit this. But for now, that was the way I had it set up on there. So that's what I'm going to do. Thinking about it, there might be something here relating to whispers. Let's have a look. Whisper queue capacity, whisper allowed in period, whisper throttling period. Yeah, so I can customize whispers. And then underneath that, we create a WebSocket client specifically for the Twitch chat client. That is, I don't really understand it, but it's a way of connecting to a service. So this allows me to connect to Twitch's chat service, which I think is an IRC chat. And then using the settings from the client options, it creates it. And then it uses the credentials as well to create Brain to create the bot settings, I guess, to set it up. And then underneath that we have these events. So all of these on the left here are inbuilt events to the Twitch chat client. So it can recognize lots of different things. So the default ones it has are these that won't go into all of them. But as you can see, the ones that say on message received and on whisper received, I'm sure you can kind of deduce there. So on message received, if it receives a message. So I think that's just generally in chat. If text in chat for this example contains bad word as a string like that on its own, so it would be like this, not like this. Actually, it would actually pick that up if it was within other words. I don't know, but if that text exists in chat, then it should time that user out and then say that it's done that. And then the same with whisper received. If the bot receives a message, and in this case specifically from me, it should reply back and say, hey, whispers are cool. Haha. Whispers are cool. I'm so funny. That's the idea. That didn't work, although that was the weird thing. But I think that's because I tried to get it to time me out, and I'm the channel broadcaster and it's not modded, so it might not have liked that. But that's fine. I don't really need to worry about that. What we need to really do is subscribe to... Actually, does the chat client dot on... I don't think the chat bot, no, it won't notice that. Okay, so it needs to use PubSub. What we're doing now is we are setting up a PubSub client. So PubSub is a specific service that Twitch has that lets you listen to events within the channel, but not necessarily to a chat client. So it doesn't have to be a chat bot that's in the channel. It will just sit there and listen. So it listens to things, and that's what I use it in the plugin on Stream Deck. It connects to the channel and then listens for certain things. So just like that, it's going to listen to a reward redemption. It's going to call this function. Now what I want it to do in that function is we're going to have one of my favorite things. I fucking love switch statements. So I have switch e.reward title. Now what a switch statement does in basic terms is, well, what it kind of is it's a more elegant way to do this. So I could have if e.reward title is equal to boss battle do something. Then I could have else if e.reward title is equal to voice do voice thing. And that works. It's not bad. It does the job. But what a switch statement is kind of like if you want to basically have a series of things happen based on a particular setting, like a number or a string, you can switch between them. So it's going to go switch e.reward title, and then what you do is you give it cases. So if in the event the reward title is equal to, I should copy it directly from here. So if, in fact, actually, you know what? I can't. No, do it like this. So if in the event the reward title is this, we'll do something. And then if in the event the reward title is that, then we will do a different thing. That different thing is basically the same. They're going to have very similar codes. So what I want it to do is send a message. Can the bot have Moonbase Alpha TTS? Possibly. There's a way I could do that. It would be locally on my machine. It would read desktop audio. We could do that. Right, so anyway, where was I? So in this switch statement, wherever those cases are true, I want the chatbot to send a message. But it's not going to know the channel, so that's going to be the interesting bit. Getting it to do it that way, so interesting. I'm going to get it to do that from did a bit of Googling. You don't think you're going to be able to do Moonbase Alpha TTS? Shit. Okay, let's delete that a second. We're actually going to rename that client to chat client. Just so it's a bit more easier to read. So then we can have chat client dot send message. So we can have string channel. So I can just custom it as, I have a setting up here. So string channel. We'll have that underscore channel actually. So I'll differentiate it from that. Underscore Channel name is equal to channel name. So then we know the channel of the thing we're going to do. We do underscore channel name. And I think it's just Battle Royale. I think that's the command. And then a similar one. I think it's just boss though for that. Back to registering, I'll be around. No worries. Love how my second bit I've actually just got my channel. Let's put it back to that. We'll just double check. Stream avatars. List. Whoa. Typing too quickly for my own good. So, let's do... No, it doesn't like that at all. Jesus. Not control Fing. If we just do Battle Royale. It's just a stream thing. So it's that command. I think it has to be case sensitive, so it's a good thing I checked. And then just do boss. And let's just show me that again. I think it is boss. If I check my stream deck, it will tell me the message it does. Yeah, that's way quicker and easier. Again, good thing I checked. It's case sensitive, so. Whoa. No. Why'd you do this? I need a new keyboard, guys. The one I want to buy is out of stock. Alright, I'll do it uppercase. So, it's a function, so I should be anyway. So now, in theory, whenever those two rewards are redeemed, should do it. And again, there's only one way to find out. Let's test. Bam! Chatbot is in chat. Now, nobody redeem, because I don't need to waste your points. I'll do it, because I've got infinite. We'll do a battle royale, because the boss battle is a bit more involved. Tell you what. I just realised that's not going to work. I'm an idiot. I'm actually dum-dums. Alright. So, let's invert my stuff. Let's get rid of the channel bot stuff. Let's comment that out for now. So, I need to, after the ward is redeemed, I need to pub subclient.connect. Now, I'm pretty sure it needs my channel ID somewhere. I did have that before. Let me just check some other code. I'm just gonna undox myself. Oop. Just check. So that's what I need. Right. Cool. Undox myself. So I'm very conscious about showing anything that's doxable. I don't know why. I mean, it's nothing too bad, but it's better to be safe than sorry, right? So I want it to listen to rewards. Seeing. Oh. It actually wants the ID, doesn't it? Channel ID. That's really badly named, is that it? No, I'm gonna need channel ID. It's through as well. channel ID input dot text. Also go through, and then have string channel ID. Again, I could, because I have the channel ID there. I have it on my computer. I know the number. I don't want the... It's bad practice anyway, whenever you're programming, to have hard-coded information. So even really, having this is bad. What I should do is this should pull from a configuration, because say, for example, Stream Avatars changes the naming convention. They decide, actually, you know what? It needs to be camel case. We'll make that capital R. Now, if I want to have my code still work, what I have to do is edit that, which is nice and quick. Doesn't actually take that long, but I've got to find it in code. So if you imagine if this is like 1,000 lines of code, that's so much code I've got to trawl through to find it. But when I do find it, I could change it, and then I could save it, and then I'd have to recompile that whole code. Again, if that's a lot of code, that's going to take a while to rebuild. And especially, not necessarily in this case, but when you're designing programs that you push to platforms like Google Play or iOS, you need keys and access things for them to work. And there's a whole rigmarole of that when you're pushing updated software. So what you should do, what's better to do, is you have a configuration file, which is like a text file, like a JSON file, which is a fancy text file, basically. And you have all these settings in there, and then when things change, you change that data file and you fix it. And if you update that and then update it to a system that, like, say, Google Play, it's not as awkward to change because there's no code changes. It's all data. So it's easier, but for now I'm keeping that like that because that is just a simple text command, and this code's quite small. Things like channel ID, which is information which could be sensitive. If you guys had access to my actual channel ID, that could cause problems. I mean, you could go get it now if you wanted to using Twitch's API, but maybe the very act of that being more difficult is going to put a lot of people off. And I'm sure Twitch has a way of monitoring how people access stuff. So if they notice people are using my channel ID to do janky stuff, I'm sure they'll get caught. So anyway, right, so now create a new pub sub client. We say that we want to listen to when rewards are redeemed, and when we do, we'll check this code. And we're going to listen to the reward specifically for my channel, and then we connect. So when the reward's redeemed, either of these, it should do something. If I just run the code, like starbot, here it should say something if it connects to Twitch pub sub. Maybe it won't though. No, it won't. It won't tell me because I don't have the basic one on. If we just also have, so we'll have pub sub client dot on pub sub service connected plus equals on pub sub service connected, and we'll also have pub sub client dot on listen response plus equal on listen response. Both these events don't exist yet, so Visual Studio is going to complain, but I can very quickly get it to make the methods. Okay. We stick that in my region. Put them up above because they're like basic rewards. This is client.send topics. I don't think I need to do that, but we will put it in there just in case. The listen response is really what I want. Pub sub client send topic. Let's see my other settings for it. So that's what I want. I want it to tell me if it was successful or not just if it was not successful. If it is successful... Oh, this is logging an instance. I don't have logger. Shall I do? I might actually just use logging. Because what logger will do... Hopefully. Maybe I need to actually add more for that to work. Yeah, we won't piss around with that too much. So we will just say console.writeLine. Write that line. And stick that there. So that should then tell me if we're successful. It'll tell me we are. And if not, it'll tell me why we weren't. Now that should work. It should give me some information. When I hit the button. So verified listening to topic Community Points channel version 1 Rusty the Dalek. There we go. So that is now listening to Channel Point Redemption. So question mark? Question mark? Question mark? That whole loop should be completed. Start. Bam, 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 bam. It's in. Let me try and redeem that again. So Battle Royale. Oh, it's out of stock. I've got to change that, haven't I? Give me a second, guys. Why did I limit it to one? Oh, it must be one per person. And then it's also got like a limitation. Battle Royale, Battle Royale, Battle Royale. Edit that. Don't limit redemptions. Just for Strem. And then we do Battle Royale. Deem. I don't think it worked. I don't see it in chat. Ooh, a botty watty. So it received badge info subscriber. Didn't. Right. Don't think I heard it. I'll try it again. Let's try it again. Battle Royale. It says out of stock again. Don't you know I bloody am? I have to check reward queue. Check. Manage requests. That's complete. It's complete. Try again. I might have needed time to actually subscribe. Battle Royale. Go, 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 go. It's definitely not listening. Okay. Let's just check. Successfully verified listening to topic. So definitely it's listening. And then this is all the chatbot code. Okay. Have a look. So that side's working. It connects. Pub sub client is equal to a new Twitch pub sub. Is it because they're new two connections, maybe? It isn't like two WebSocket connections. I don't think chat client has any two events it does have. It's all chat based events. So what are you throwing an error about? Oh, there isn't one. The new thing. Right, so what we should do then. Simple testing. I could breakpoint it, but no programmer really does that. Console.writeLine. I have noticed A reward redemption. It was channel. It was Battle Royale. Sending command. So my suspicion is that it's going here, but it's not coming here. But it is going here, so it's recognizing the reward. But chat client isn't working, is my suspicion. So we'll run that again and we'll test. Start bot. These are like, hello loves, I'm here in chat. And then we go, alright love, you want to start a battle royale for me? And we have nothing in my console. It doesn't even recognize the reward redemption. It's saying it's listening to the topic. And then it receives some information. So it is... So it's listening. But it's this bit here. It doesn't seem to want to... call it, which is weird. Let me just check my other code. I'll show this code just because then you know you're not looking, you're not watching me look at nothing. That's something you can't see. So where are we going? So I've got the same, pretty much the same events here. So you've got on service connected, on listen response. There. Basically the same thing. And then in reward redeemed, I have a specific function to read it. So I'll then do it based on these other voices. But what I need to see, where's the reference to that? It's there. It's in the Stream Deck instructor. Right. So what I'm doing is the same thing. Pub sub, those events. It listens and then connects. So it's not doing anything different. Let's put that away. Right, so it should be doing that. Right. Pub sub client dot. Let's listen. Listen to. You got bits events. Channel extension, chat mod actions, commerce, follows, leaderboards, raid, rewards. So I want it to listen to rewards. Specifically reward redemptions, using my channel ID. Maybe that's wrong? Username, access to... Oh, I can spell access, can I? Not that it matters. But I would like things to be spelled properly. Username, access token, channel name, then channel ID. Channel ID is used just there. Then channel ID input is there. There we go. Yeah, that's why. Okay. Let's just... I know it's not working because it was subscribing to a completely incorrect channel, but it worked. It let it do it. Right. Start bot. Let's try again. This should be it now. I think we found the source of the problem. Bam. There we go. It did it. It did reply. But... Oh, because it's not a mod. I actually need to mod it. Code works. If I try and redeem Battle Royale again, it should work. It's not. That's weird. But that's the stream avatars thing. It's like not listening to the bot. Maybe it's designed to ignore it. It might be. Oh, it's all lowercase. It's not capital B. Okay. Getting there. Sorry that I'm spamming chat with these stuff, but I mean, I guess you'd expect it from a thing where you're testing a chatbot and designing it live on stream. Still not doing it. It's definitely in chat. I think stream avatars might ignore my bot. Let's go check the settings of stream avatars. Just so I can narrow down where the problem is, because it could be my chat thing, but as far as I can tell, it should work. Maybe Battle Royale's disabled. Yeah, there's something on stream avatar side. Alright, okay, let's test stream avatars. Probably no work. I'm just gonna disconnect, so Pokemon's gonna disappear while I just test. So let's read what Blunder said. I trolled someone I mod for by refunding their son, getting him to keep redeeming sit-ups. Cheeky shit. Nice. Battle Royale. Found where is Battle Royale? It's enabled. Enabled output. Restriction. Oh, it's only me. Bot moderators as well. That's why. So only I could do it before. That's why it was not working. Right. One more time. Let's redeem a Battle Royale. Good work. Alright, let me check the settings again. Alright, bot commands. Battle Royale. Let's just... Should be bots and moderators as well now. Okay. The command's now working. I should be able to cancel it. End it there. Alright, let's start the bot again. Anyway. Right, test again. It should. I know we saw it work, but I want to see it work completely for the bot. Bam. Battle Royale. So it did put that message in twice. I've got two instances of the bot running. Let's try again. Battle Royale. What we testing? I'm trying to test. So at the moment, the code should adjust. Just gonna do that. Got a sneak preview of my my wallpaper then. Trying to test to see if my chatbot can recognize when a channel point redemption of Battle Royale or boss battle occurs, and it does the command. And it does it, but Stream Avatars just seems to ignore it. Battle Royale. Redeem. It redeems. My chatbot does it. But it doesn't. Stream Avatars ignores it. Maybe. I think I need to set it up in Stream Avatars. So, check the same. Because what it might be doing is... yes, that's exactly what it's doing. I got it. So that bot moderators I thought was an automated thing. It's not. It's a specific thing within Stream Avatars. So I have to define a bot that will listen. It will listen to. So if I do that. Right, one more time. Bam! There we go. But set limit. No, it was I took the limit off. The issue with stream avatars, I assumed it could automatically identify bots and moderators in chat. It can. I have to specifically tell it that it's a bot moderator. Now it likes it. So sweet. I think it might mean bot/moderator, but there we go. So that's that. That works. You know, I'm not going to, but I'm going to add it as a to-do. Have bot join in the boss battle event. I'm not going to do it now, but I could, because it just listens to the messages. All right, so I should probably test the... Right, so on message received, I don't want to stick all the logic in here. So firstly, we want to have a... So... Can't really do switch with contains. We'll start it in here for now. And we'll comment this out, because that's there basically. It's an example of what I can do. If a.chat message dot string. What is the chat message as a variable? If the chat message is me. Oh look, I can tell. So if the message is bits, if it's from a certain person, if they're what their name is, they're a broadcaster, if it's me. Anyway, as I was saying, right, so I can check a lot of stuff. So, oh, it's message is the string. Message.contains. So what we're doing now is this one. I'm going to highlight that in green. So you know, no, not that one. It's not that one. It's that one. So green. So if it contains uwu. Now, if you guys want to suggest some other weeby stuff I can have it react to, we'll do it. Because what I can do in future is where it just says if it contains this, I could have it go to like a list of these, and I probably will do that. All right, okay, geez, we're getting a list. Okay, write them down. So just normal awoo, 3 shape. Is it cap sensitive? What I'll do actually, message dot to lower. I'll actually, oh god, oh my Christ, okay. Would an automated preemptive warning to blunders whenever he joins a chat be a good idea? I mean, I do have reply to regular viewers. That's a subset. Got decimated. Right. So, var lower message is equal to that to lower. And if lower message... Right. So this is why I need a text file. See if I wanted it to reply to all of these. Just with this kind of code I've written. It would have to be like this. Then I would have to go uwu. Then I would do that again. And then I would do that. I'm not going to, because that already you can see that's going to look fucking garbage. I could have it, so if low message contains text from this list. In fact, I can use a list code, but I'm not going to do that now, because that's going to take some time, and the stream is... Yeah. using text files and JSON stuff, there's a lot of legwork to get it started. I don't want to do that right now. I want to do like quick and easy stuff to start with. Right, so if they contain that, any of those, we'll use those as an example for now. What would we want them to reply with? Because I can just say, what was it? E dot. I can say chat client dot send message e dot channel. Okay. It's message received argument. So underscore channel name and a message. What the hell is a dry run for a message? What does that mean? It needs to reply with multiple things. AO. Weebs out is a good one. So if I just do... We'll just put weebs out for now. So that's a basic one. But what I could do is something like random. It's equal to new random. System dot date time dot to int. Actually, date time is a struct dot time. Just want it to do something with an int. Time dot now dot second. Something time in time of day total second, something like that. Random needs to actually be, does not have random. Let's just check random C#. It's been so long since I did it. Sandblasting the toilet. Oh, Christ, guys. It's random, yeah. It's literally random. I know. Fucking. Do you know what? This is part of programming, by the way. You're just an idiot. You just don't even think. No, it doesn't want. I didn't actually declare the variable. That's a fucking idiot. It's all in a double. How do you just cast it as an int? That should be fine. I think. Yeah, cool. So, trying again to explain what I'm doing here. So, random, as the name suggests, is it's a class within C# that lets you generate randomness. So I create a new random class, and I use a seed, like in Minecraft. You seed, and it generates a world based off a random number to give it flavor. I'm doing that too, but I'm seeding the random with the current time of day when this message is received. So it should help with the randomness. You don't really need to. I could leave it blank, but there we go. So then I could say random number is equal to random dot range. No, random number dot next between 0 and let's say 5 for now. Say bar phrase is equal to that. So I'll try and explain what I'm doing. So the random number generator here will create a random number. So every time that's called, so every time a message is received, if it contains those messages, it's going to first send weebs out, then it's going to find, generate a random. Actually, I'm probably going to do that in the constructor. No, we'll leave that here for now. No, and I can optimize it later. So it finds a random number, then I can switch between phrase number Then we're going to have case 0, case 1, case 2, case 3, case 4, case 5, and that should be it. Is it inclusive? Returns a number that is within a specified range, so it needs to be 6. So what we're going to have is string reply the woo reply there. So we're going to define that there's going to be a reply there. Then what we're going to do is then define it in here. So case 0, woo reply is going to be weaves out. Break. Just going to fill up. I should have done this while making the cases, but so first reply is going to be weaves out. Then we're going to have, I think having a woo back is a good idea. And then notices bulge. Why'd you do this? Right, I need to come up with some more woo replies. Notices bulge. Blushes nervously. Hello. Focus on chat. So these are some of the replies. Blushes nervously. Hello. Oh my god. I'm gonna crumb everywhere. A woo reply weaves out. No, I want to have it as pounces on you. And then it's going to be a woo reply in there. Now that, ooh, in theory, should work. I think. Why does it not like it? Use of... Ah, okay. So, woo reply is equal to... And then default, just in case there's an error, woo reply. Pause. I tried to be a weeb, but I couldn't decide how weeby. That's kind of like an error message, but it also kind of works. What do you mean you can't fall? You shut your mouth. String. Oh yeah, I need to actually assign it. That's just that. Okay, cool. I could even be more generic. That should work, right? There's another way I could do that. I could have it as var is a this is my default woo message kappa. I don't know if it's not been changed. Sets a random number. Whoa. Actually, let's keep it. We'll keep it there. And that should... I should be testing this fucking bot. Alright, bot starting. Bot is active and a sub. I love that. Now, I'll leave this to chat. Don't spam it, seriously, because you might fucking crash it. You get in before you do anyway, but fine. If you have messages with these in, it should reply. Woo! Oh my god, I'm gonna crumb everywhere. Okay, it works. Woo. Didn't do anything. It's not going to be the entire list, guys. It's going to be the ones that are here. This highlight on the left. So it replied once. And it did the exact same message again. Oh no, and it did it differently. Gonna switch Pokemon. Pounces. Oh god. Alright, it's actually keeping up. At the start, it kind of got stuck. It works. What I might do, because the problem is, right, when a computer does random, it does true random. So a totally valid random every single time on a D6 is 1. You could do that 100 times. That's possible. It's very unlikely if you put them together in a line. So for us, that's really peculiar. But for a computer, every single time, it's a 1 in 6 chance. What I'm probably going to try and do is I could do something really simple, actually, and just have it save the last random number and just do it again if it's that random number. And it will at least make it different every other time. Daffodil. It's like a 1 in 6 chance. Guys, like I said, this list is not related yet. It will be. I'll find a way to do it, but I haven't done it just yet. Right, so very quickly, bot is gonna die now. We're gonna kill it. We're gonna kill it. I also might want to work on a timeout. Possibly, because as much as I love it, I totally lost track of chat there. So, then, after the phrase number is decided, we also want to have a variable, which is int last phrase number. And then, once it's done that, sent the phrase, last phrase number is equal to phrase number. And then, while, this is risky, while statements are always risky, while phrase, no, I have to do it once, do, this, while, phrase number, oh, it's not going to work, is it? Well, phrase number is not, yeah, I'm going to have to set that up here. Otherwise, it's not going to work. While phrase number is equal to last phrase number. Now, there is definitely a chance that this is going to loop for a while. But for brevity's sake, for the scope for now, I'm going to leave it like that. I think that's a proper do. I've not done a do while loop in a while. Let me just double check on that. Do while loop. It is like that. So what is it not like? Oh yeah, it's being declared twice. It's not gonna like that, that's for sure. I don't like the way this looks. There we go. And then one there, just to make it cleaner. So, just think about this. We have a class variable, which is the last phrase number. We never set that. Until... Wait, so that should always be... We set that to start with as -1, which is a number. It should never... A phrase should never be -1. The first time we go through, we start the local phrase number. Say that's a variable we want to use. Then in here... We say it's going to be a random number between 0 and 6, so I think that is within a specified range. I'm not sure if it's inclusive or not. Range of return, value includes min value, but not max value. Okay, there we go. So it will include 0, but not 6. So it's between 0 and 5, and it will do that. And then it will see if the phrase that the random number we generated is equal to the last, which it won't be the very first time, because it's -1. It can't be -1 here. So it carries on, does the switch statement, chooses the reply, and it sends that message, Then it says the last phrase number is now the phrase that we just had. So then the next time this comes through, say if it's 0, for example, we do weebs out. We come through, we start a new integer of the phrase, we set that number randomly, and then it should be, if it's 0, it's going to, if they equal at the end of this, it's going to carry on. It's going to do it again. Hopefully make it another random number. Oh, dab. Then, if it's not, it will carry on again. So that should work. All right, let's test this. Now, it shouldn't do the same reply in a row, but also there is a very slim possibility that this crashes. So it blushes nervously. Then it should be different. Whatever it is, it should be different. Weaves out. Ooh woo. Oh my god, I'm going to crumb everywhere. Ooh woo. Blushes nervously. Oh my god, I'm going to crumb everywhere. It's looking pretty good. Just jam into this music. That seems like it works. Cool. Alrighty. So, just for clarity. So that, I'm saying that's a yellow feature. It's sort of done. So, add more phrases. Read these from a text or .json file and automatically pull as needed. Save that. And I'm going to put that in the doing. We're going to delete that now. That message there. Sweet, that was pretty successful. Just thinking, all right, we'll move that up to where the other member should be. A region as well. Hash region. Member variables. And then end region. Why is it a read only? I ignore that. So we've got the client. That. Whoa, no you don't. We're just gonna that up. I'm gonna do a bit of code tidying before we're done. Sub events are all pretty good. Like those. Pop that in. There's space in there. Got chat logs. So we'll change that message actually. Okay. Connected. I'm a bot connected via Twitch library. I'll leave that in there. But the message, I'll say, hey guys, I am Rusty's creation bot. No. Hey guys, I'm Rusty's creation. We'll leave that in there for now, but I think down the line, I probably won't have it send a message when it joins. Ah, Laser Fate, it's not going to work. It's not running right now, sorry, because I'm debugging it. It's basically, so if I run it now, if it's running, you see where the play's there? You've got the pause, the stop, and the thing. You've got this orange line down here. That's when it's running. Because it's not finished yet. If I have it running all the time, it's going to get really messy if I'm testing, so it's not going to run the whole time. Wait, if I start it. There you go. Go on. There you are, Laserfate. Do it now. You should be able to do it. Ooh, there. Can we make this bot refer to you as its daddy? Absolutely we can. Hey guys, I am. Oh my god, I'm gonna crumb everywhere. It's not gonna reply to Daffodil Monkey Man. I have not. It's only the things I put in. Daffodil made it. I put it in there as a question mark, but it's look. So all of the things you put are there. But in the code, I only check for these three at the moment. Because if I get it to check for all of those, there's no easy way to do that right now, and it will make the code look horrible. So I'm not going to add it yet. I will do. Absolutely, I'm going to add those phrases in. Daffodil is a question mark. Heavily. If you can explain why that's in a woo phrase, I'll put it in. But until then, I'm going to assume you did that for a meme, and I will get it to specifically reply to you when you say daffodil and call you out on it. Because I'm a little shit. Alright, so. I'm going to stop the bot now, so I can finish tidying it. So, firstly, it lowers the message case. So in fact, I should be checking for that. And then it creates a reply. You say unnecessary statement. Alright, fine. Seems to like that. So we create a lowercase message. Set a random number. We then choose the phrase number. Randoms it. To do. Make a better refined random. This can cause a crash. Possibly. You're saying your loins won't be getting wet when your special someone gives you a daffodil. Yes, I am. For how long do I code? I'm assuming you mean for how long as my life? And don't apologize for your bad English. If English is not your first language, then yeah, don't apologize because you're speaking a different language. If you can do that and ask me a question, I'm going to respect you because I can't speak another language. But anyway, to answer your question, I started programming when I was in college. So let me do the maths there. I had 2 years of college. I had 3 years of university. Then I've been in work, not in programming, but I still was programming when I was doing it for almost 5 years. So about, oh my god, about 10 years now? Been programming for about 10 years. So I've been programming for a while. It's been different languages, mostly around C, and I really got on with C#. But I have done C++, I've done a bit of JavaScript, HTML and stuff. It's all kind of there. Got the woo reply, all the cases of that. I got the, you know what, we'll just test the whisper received. It didn't like that. Start that up. Ooh, Rusty having that 10-year-old existential crisis. You'll get it, man. It's just like, you know when you just sit there and figure numbers out and they're bigger than you realize? That's the fucking scary bit. So if it receives a whisper from me, hey, child. I don't know if it's going to do it. Fuck HTML. HTML is an excellent language. It's awkward and weird, and it's more about visuals. He doesn't reply. Look. Listen here, you little shit. Fucking made you. Can you do me the decency of acknowledging me? Yeah, so I'm going to quickly just test. I think this might be lowercase because that's what my username is under the hood, and Twitch just displays it case sensitive. If I start that again. Listen, kid. I'm sorry. See, I don't know if you see, it receives the message. When it says unaccounted for, user type Rusty the Dalek. So it's saying it's receiving it. Your settings prevent you from sending this whisper. Okay, so I need to set the bot up to respond to whispers. Rusty's an abusive father confirmed. Let's quickly check. Decline options. This is the last thing I'll do, because if I just keep doing this, I'll be streaming all fucking day. Which I could do, I'm enjoying this. So... Whispers allowed in period. Let's just check. Client option, Twitch bot. Just want to see if I can... What I need is for it to explain what those mean. Because I can vaguely guess what they mean, but I'm not sure. Right, client options. No. Whispers. Okay, hang on. Let's do like as if I was a programmer, just know what he's doing. I don't know what I'm doing. Bots that bot won't reply to whispers Twitch lib. Now this is true programming. Okay. Oh, they're going for it. Shit. Fuck. Now they go to send help. Okay. Okay, so I think it might be possibly this might be a thing that it's not verified. So we'll leave that for now because that was just like a thing from it. So if I just go back to the program, the bot, and we'll comment that out, and I'll put this is what programmers do to pretend they're smart. You do slash, double slash, to do in caps, like this. Look at getting bot to reply and receive whispers. New subscriber thing. I'm going to leave the event, but I'm going to comment that out. Then comment that out too, for now. And that's where we're going to leave it.